If you saw one of Cleetus's recent videos, you'll see he's talking about all the sprawl that's happening very close to the Freedom Factory in his own personal home. He, at one point in time in the video, is stopped by construction. That's exactly what's going on right here. And that's also what's happening in this video. We're on our way to the Freedom Factory because I got a call from Charlie Gardino, guy from up north around Jersey, New York area. And he's got a Blazer that on the back of it, like an S10 Blazer, and on the tailgate it has like kind of a little optical illusion special effect that's black and white. And you may have seen him racing. He loves the Spectator drags. He and a whole bunch of guys from up north got together, rented the Freedom Factory for a full day, and it occurred to me when he invited me that you guys don't get to see kind of behind the curtains what goes on at Freedom Factory. So I'm going to show you this stuff you don't normally see. You're going to see what the bathrooms look like. You're going to see under the grandstands. You're going to see all around the outer edges. I'm going to show you a tour of the entire area here. And unfortunately, one of the things you'll also see on the way here is a whole bunch of that urban sprawl that Cleetus was talking about just a couple of days ago. This whole area is just every square inch is getting built up. When he tells you that this area is growing rapidly, he's not lying. But as you can see up there, the big row of telephone poles, that lets us know that we're very close. When we're almost to the track, you look off to the right, and there will be some gates and stuff. That's the shop where Cleetus and all the boys do all their building of very, very fast stuff, and most recently, their third 6-second car in their fleet. You'll see a sign that says you're coming up on the racetrack. That same sign, Freedom Factory, if you look right back in there, that's the shop. Directly past it, this is why you're able to see these guys driving to the track so much. Just about 300 or 400 feet down, the outer parking lot area for Bradenton Motorsports Park. But here we are, see the drag strip? And finally, the house of Cleet. Check out some of the drag cars over here. Yeah, and directly ahead, the big, huge open field where you've seen the Carbon Cub take off and land at about, I don't know, 100 feet. And then as we get closer, some of the companies that are actually co-owned by Cleetus, or Garrett. First sign for Motion Raceworks. Burnout marks everywhere. Rife Sensors, and the most recent purchase, TBM Brakes. Now we're gonna come up here, and those black gates that are up ahead there, those that just closed, we're about to open those. Look where they just made the overflow parking out here. It's so nice to see somebody who seems like a good dude just doing well, you know? Well, let's come up here to these gates. If you'll notice on the side, see the giraffe. We should, right as we make the left up here, see pretty much everybody who's going to be a part of today's event. And there's going to be lined up. Yeah, we see some cars over there already. Yeah, probably 20, 25, 30. Let's get over there. That Charlie's S10 Blazer I was telling you about. There's no knee brace. Hey, man. Sign the waiver. Sure. I like the attitude here, man.
This is when you praise him. Good job, buddy. Woo!
One of the track personnel just came over and said, "Remember to sign this waiver." I said, "Okay." He says, "You know, this is it's kind of a high-risk thing for the track." And I said, "Oh yeah, it's like a test and tune, but with less supervision." That's a Wang right there. These cars don't really have a focus on being gloriously perfect or show cars, because they could go into a wall at any time. I'm digging the hood. Homemade cowl hood. Now, like I told you, I'm also going to make sure you get lots of really cool angles and shots of everything. Hot Flash the Subi. Couples Therapy Racing. Can you tell by the people who showed up here that this is going to be a blast? Oh no, that's cool.
Custom body.
That's cool. The big gapper. Well, my name's Sean.
My name's Rat Robs. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, man. Have fun today. I like this.
I got to tune it real quick. Then I'll
Less Baru.
I changed the injectors in it, so
What? Okay.
it went from 21 to 26 and 2600.
I've never seen one of those. C4, 84 to 96. That's cool. You know, these cars were very notorious for, you take out the top and they would go over railroad tracks and just the whole car would creak. One of the big things they said was so much better about a C5 was this rocker panel that you step over when you get in the car. That was eliminated. But on a C4 that was 13 pieces, and on the C5 it was 1. Go fast, win the race, and don't crash. I'm home. I am among my friends. You gonna be driving it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm his driver.
Nice. What's your name?
Christine.
Christine. I'm Sean.
Nice to meet you, Sean.
Good to meet you. We'll get lots of video of it. 78 to 81 Z28, at least a Camaro. And then suspiciously at the end of the row here, the car that looks like it just, man, he's been sending it. Look at that rotor. Hey man. I was just saying, those brakes have been applied pretty hard.
Yeah, and they're about as big as my wheel.
Oh man. Which one's yours? Oh, nice. Let's go check it out. So it's an 83 to 87, and I'm gonna try to do better than that. I'm gonna guess, and I'm gonna be off.
Go for it.
85.
Ooh, you were 1 year off.
4 or 6.
4. So this paint combination was an SS only 84
Yeah.
combo.
Yeah.
I mean, I rarely ever see it, and then I just put a cowl hood on it, did my own little custom paint job, and I call the car a time bomb because it breaks so freaking much.
So you gonna spin it around out here today?
I might not have enough fuel. I turned real hard. Pump it.
Now, not all these had buckets and stuff, did they?
It was a very rare option.
This looks just like my cousin's 85 Monte Carlo SS interior.
It's basically the same thing.
Boy, that's similar, isn't it? Trailer hitch.
Yeah, pull up over this thing. This was my first car. Got it with the original 305. Yanked that out, put a high output 305 in it.
Nice.
Yanked that out, put a 400 in it. And then I yanked that out and built an LS2 for it.
Oh, that's what's in it now?
Yep.
Ooh.
I plan on going turbo, so I got that just in preparation for it. I had an air cleaner, but it wouldn't fit, even with the cowl.
Are you JK or
I
someone?
am JK. I did all the work myself, and that's why it's so sketchy.
So what's your name?
Jacob,
Jacob. Good to meet you, Sean.
nice to meet you. So,
Very cool.
I have my own YouTube channel. It's not very big, but I'm trying to, make that my career.
What's yours?
Titanium Skull Racing.
Titanium Skull Racing.
So I have a giant titanium plate in my skull when I was a kid. I
Holy crap!
fell off a golf cart, landed like this, and it shattered the whole right side of my skull.
Jeez.
It was all the way around.
I was gonna say I have like scars on my body, and I try to make up cool stories, but you like have one. You don't have to make it up.
I wish I could make up cooler stories for that, but
No, you don't have to. You know that's pretty much the coolest of all time.
Condition, but we're glad you guys can at least get some track time. And honestly, I think you'll run out of tires before you run out of time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's the other thing too. Don't go out there and lay it all down now. Like, you know, drag it out throughout the day, have some fun, take a break, whatever. Watch Charlie do 360s or something, whatever he wants to do. But yeah, biggest thing is just be safe. Like you said, no more than 4 cars out there at a time. And even then, when you're running 4 cars, just don't wad them up, man. You know, don't. It's not worth your car getting injured or getting hurt. Not worth you guys getting hurt. Just have fun, be safe. Things go wrong really quickly out there, and just don't push it. So.
Can we get a ramp so we can try to break 129?
Yeah. Go look at the gash that left in the track. So, that guy was 6'2". I think he's like 5'9" now after that.
So Charlie, have you even had it running? Have you been able to learn anything at all yet about the new setup?
Nothing. I didn't even put it on the trail myself.
I'm getting dizzy looking at your tailgate. I gotta look away. So what's the new setup? It's obviously been LS for a while. What's the new setup?
We eliminated the bump steer, softer suspension in the front.
Yeah.
Turbo 400 transmission instead of the 4L80. It's like 120 something pounds lighter, 1 less gear.
Yeah.
340 rear gear in the rear from a 350.
What's the engine? Isn't it a supercharged?
No,
it's an all-motor.
All-motor LS7, aluminum block LS7.
Holy crap! Was it an LS3 at one time?
An LQ9.
LQ9, the Escalade engine, iron block.
It was like a 420 something LQ9.
Nice.
So
it's cool to see this in person, man. Whoa! He may be in the market for sponsors. We have got to breathe. And speaking of we, I must do that now. You guys ever seen the Freedom Factory bathrooms here, Bradenton Motorsports Park over there? Now, wouldn't you like to buy a new house close to here and then realize there's a track? Anyway, extras. That's one serious screen door. This is dark and foreboding, and there's a shower. You know, as they say, if you're an American when you go into the bathroom and you're an American when you come out, what are you while you're in the bathroom? European. Ooh. Cleaning station. Clear cares about your health because calories count. You ever wonder when you see something like this? I wonder how many Mountain Dews sell here in relation to like the other stuff. Gotta admit, I thought you were gonna wad it up on turn 2 as soon as the whole thing started. Dude, this thing is bad. It is so bad. I'm hoping you can get some idea of what's going on with the cam in this. Dude's a lunatic. He's a lunatic. Going for a better vantage point. A little windy today, but you know. Man, that Audi's quick. However, the Subi's not giving up. This truck just made a lap out there and he's going again. I like this guy. There's my buddy. We just became friends. Now he said he in no way has this car sorted out because he drives it, has a blast with it. So, you know, he's talking about it's had some fuel issues, fuel delivery issues and pressure. So if it has an issue, that's why these days exist. It's to get these things figured out. Yeah, that's like my truck that I drove here today. have a moment here, I want to come around, pan behind me, and show you what everything looks like here. Camaro coming down in the straight, going into 3, 4, and back out. But there's the main stands over there. Ooh, rev limiter. Hanging out the butt. Anyway, I wanted to give you an idea where we are in relation to everything else. There's the track. That's where all the big burnout competition's happening, right in the middle there. You'll notice the white truck is parked between those concrete barriers. And the people who are videoing over on that far side behind concrete barriers too. There's a lot of safety that has to go into this. Now, as you look across here, you'll see some of the stuff that it takes just to make this whole thing happen. You might have seen back in here, this is kind of a, he just hung the butt of that out so far. A whole bunch of Crown Vics and Crown Vic parts back there. That little convertible, the modified one that you see is a convertible right there. Remember that from the videos? Mountain Dew 55-gallon drums. That van, oh, Summit did that one down there. There's the Summit van. They chopped the back end off of it. Has some big crazy engine in it. As we come across here, a whole lot of big tires, another Crown Vic, another trailer. Now that building, they used to do a whole lot of stuff in there. I'm sure they do more like maintenance on the track cars here. That's probably where they make sure those are ready to go. It's like a late 40s. That's like a 46. Man, the truck is rolling out, dude. That dude is rolling through there. Dude lets it hang out here, man. He reels it back in every time. So far. Subi and Z28. Little understeer on the Camaro. White truck's holding his own, man. That dude's rolling. Got that front tire rubbing hard. Man, straight smoke coming off of it. Okay, I told you we'd take closer looks at some of these cars. Charlie Gardino's S10 Blazer, which, I don't know if you noticed that, but he's got a lot of subtle things like most faster race cars have. A little clear Lexan to give it a little bit of downforce in the turns. Sorry about all this wind out here, it's been crazy, but and inside, just the stuff that helps you go fast and stick to the track. You saw how well it does that. This is that stock looking truck we've seen out there. Under here, it still looks kind of stock.
Stage 3 cam.
What size is the engine?
It's a 5.3.
Okay.
There's 400,000 miles on it. My friend Sean Barnes rebuilt it completely.
It was just getting warmed up at 400,000.
Well, he stripped it all the way down.
What did you do? Oh, that's for like a line lock?
So I got line lock and I can turn off the rear brakes completely.
For like burnout stuff? Or?
Yeah.
That's what she's made for.
So you can just turn off the rear brakes.
That's cool. Nice headers.
Oh, I haven't seen the valve yet. We just got that put in.
Hey, I was thinking it sure is shiny.
Sure is shiny.
I don't have any. Now I'm assuming you got some of the things up here. You got a Brian Tooley cam or?
Yeah, I got a BTR cam. And lifters. Springs.
What are your names?
Angus.
Jenny.
Angus, what a cool freaking name. You just need a guitar or something.
Yeah.
I had a Doberman several years ago. I went to the breeder and I said I want a Doberman puppy, and I had this big idea that it was going to be Angus the Doberman.
Aww.
And I got home and I didn't pay any attention, a little bitty dinky puppy. And I went and took it to the vet and I said, I need you to just kind of make sure everything's okay. Next day I came back, they said, well, you had the female Dobie. And I was like, no, I had the male. And they're like, no, you had a female. And I was like, well, I guess Angus became Agnes, so she became Aggie.
Aggie.
I just got asked for a ride. I think I made him feel guilty because I let him use my hydraulic jack. Wait till he sees the size of my cranium. Size 714. I gotta admit, I'm digging it. Always let people use your jack. So what have you done to the car? Let's start with engine and drivetrain.
It is still the factory original 5S FE with 200,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
The only thing I've done to it is I've strapped a SC14 side mount supercharger to it.
You know, we were wondering what that was. I was like, it's not a turbo. And my buddy was like, could be the power steering pump. And I was like, you're thinking like a failure there.
No, it's a 1400cc supercharger.
I've been on some dirt tracks and never on concrete and asphalt.
Well, this will be a very high banked track for you, 12 degrees in corners.
Oh, wow.
We'll carry about 60 in the corners. Maybe we'll get 80 on the straights. I don't know. I haven't had.
How many times have you been on this track?
How many times have I been on this track? I can't even count. Again,
Okay.
I've been coming here since I was in diapers.
Now this is K&A Racing?
Yes, sir.
What's that?
So my dad and my uncle started a racing business back in '91. At one point, they were running 10 cars on this track.
Jeez.
So when me and my cousin took it over, we just kept the same name and just same paint scheme, same everything.
Nice. I noticed that custom decal kit on the side there.
That's why she's called the duct tape queen. Duct tape on the motor, duct tape on the outside.
You know, this is such a cool angle. A lot of people don't ever get to see, because if you think about all the people who watch different YouTube videos, how many times are they down inside here?
Yeah.
The smell of burning rubber.
Count it down. Huh? Nope.
Okay, I do.
All right, you count it down for me.
That's a blast. Good stuff. I was genuinely surprised by how much grip this had.
Well, again, I've got 30 plus years of experience on this track in terms of setups coming from my dad's racing group, so I can pretty much, as you saw earlier, I had just a street tune on it, and it was not that quick. Once I put the setup in the car, I gained about 15 mile an hour through the corners, which is a big difference.
Just normally where it would have been totally understeering and plowing into a wall, it just kept going.
It just kept going.
Man, thanks, dude.
No problem. Thank you.
Got a chance here to get under the hood of the Blazer. Cool parts and pieces. Getting you the angles you don't normally get. I'm assuming we have race fuel or E85 or something back here?
Yeah, E85.
E85? What's done to the car? Probably some turbo work or?
Stock.
Whenever they say stock and giggle, you know that they're full of crap. Oh, damn! So freaking cool!
Nissan SR20 engine.
So it's
Hell
a
yeah.
Skyline.
I'm just sitting up here in the press box going into turn 3, watching a Toyota take on a Silverado that's kind of hanging. And I can't help but think about our boy Cleetus, Garrett Mitchell, who a long time ago started with 1320 and he was just kind of screwing around. Then he made that famous Cleetus McFarlane video, about a minute long, and flash forward, this happened. That's just astounding to me. I just spent a few minutes talking to this guy and his wife, and this is just kind of his truck. He, you know, does work with it, puts stuff in the bed, and comes out here and races the frickin' wheels off of it. Charlie Gardino had built LS7. Just did some tweaking. He's gonna come out here and see what happens and doesn't happen. He comes so hard out of that turn. Man, he's way out by that wall. Quite a bit of smoke there. One of the track vehicles. Big 6-wheeled critter. Cool vehicle, man. They do it right here. I think I want to do this. A driving experience. You know how many cars like this are on the site? Cars that are most certainly packing something a little different from the average Fairmont wagon. Like that. I don't know if I can get this glow off here. There. Drift car. Slam Fairmont. Might be able to get a better view over here. See, there's nice parts in every single one of these. It's a 5-speed. And there are cars like this just sitting everywhere. You may recognize some of these from different videos. Jack Stand Jimmy. Beat all to crap. Clapped out like the back window says. So much cool stuff. It's just sitting everywhere, man. So if you ever come down, holy crap. I'm guessing these were involved in the monster truck appearance. Wow.
Monster truck carnage.
It looks like it. Man. Jeez, and this was
a camper race.
yeah, like the camper race. Remember they did that thing where it was attached behind a truck and they raced them?
That's probably what this was.
And new tires. So, what did you learn on your last pass, young man? Your last time around the track?
That the car is made for drag racing and I shouldn't be doing this. But it's fun.
Any parts fall off?
Yeah, my exhaust.
Were there any fires?
Not this time.
That's one good thing. We're talking about he just got this done. And on a C4, if you have one of these, you know that this car just rattles. You go over tracks or something, it's just terrible. And he says he really likes this. Goes in using the same mounting locations as the top. This car does really well.
I like this car.
That's a quick little ride. And it's an earlier C4 too. It's like nothing newer than a 90. Well, that dash is 90 and up. So it probably is a 90.
It made 410.
You won't see many of those. So once again, I'm sitting here talking to Jared for a while, and he says, "You want to go for a ride?" Then he looked up, and I was already in the car.
Just seat back as far as I can, because I know you're tall.
Okay. Let me get this thing back here. Oh, where is it?
It's as far back
It's
as it
still power seat?
Yeah. It's not a full-blown race car.
You are not slumming it in here, are you?
Giggles and I ran 1140. Cut, baby, cut.
Oh, wow. This is not a terrible day.
Yeah.
410 horse, 440 torque. This should be fun.
Little warm-up lap.
Yep.
Ready?
Sure.
How do you get my belt on?
This should be intense. I think I'm gonna hold my head back.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
You were getting aggressive into turn 3 on that last lap. Woo!
I tried to see the limit of the tires.
Man, it just dives into that turn.
Yeah, it moves out pretty good for what it is.
That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's a good argument for getting out of drag racing and getting into being on a round track.
Listen, I started after high school in 2018 drag racing. I got bored of that. And then I got introduced to spectator drags. I raced up in Seekonk.
Yeah.
And then we all started traveling. Michigan, New Hampshire, PA, Virginia, Florida. We're going to North Carolina.
And where are you from?
Jersey.
Oh, wow.
I towed it all the way down here with a V6 Silverado.
Now, this thing stays totally cool on passes like that?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a little warm, but I have an oil cooler.
I was like, damn, that's an aggressive, that's a perfect amount of power for this car.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. You've been out there hot lapping, girl.
Her name is Hot Flash for a reason.
Hot Flash the Subi. You put about 150,000 miles on this today. Safety third sticker on the helmet. Wow. I tell you what, after riding in that, I might have to go build one of these things. Wow. What a blast. Charlie's still over there. That dude right there goes unbelievably fast around that track out there. And I'm starting to get an idea what it takes to go unbelievably fast out there. It's just, it's such a rush. Like a drag race that keeps going. That little truck right over there is a bad dude too. The hater pipe. Cream pie, fancy. Man, this looks like it'd be an absolute blast. Turbo LS. Got a cage. I'm sorry, we can't look inside the truck. It's the air freshener. Shield the children's eyes. That thing's a beast. Setup made to just rock. And once again, sponsors wanted. Walking over here with Rat Rob's, just talking to Christine, is your wife, right?
Yeah.
She's got that, would they call that a second gen? Yeah, 78 to 81. Always love that body style. She's out there running it with drums on the back, hard into the turns. All right, now this thing first of all, there's no way in hell that there's an F100 anything except the body. It's got cool stuff under it. And
this is a second gen.
Oh, really?
And it has the 49 original 3/4 ton frame.
Yeah, 3/4 ton frame.
Yeah, the cab never came off the frame, but I welded the Camaro subframe on the front.
Yeah.
And then I did big C notches in the back.
Dude, it going through those curves, it's severe. I was assuming that it had like an entire different chassis under it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's the original 3/4 ton frame. Some big C notches in there.
Yeah.
Triangulated 4-link.
You did all this?
Yeah, it's got a small block Chevy.
Basically the Holland Blue type fuel pump on there, only a quick fuel. It's got stuff that just works.
It does. Yeah.
So it's carbureted.
Yeah. I was thinking about putting the LS in it.
I don't know, man. There's something to be said about just because this truck rolls around the track hard.
It does, yeah.
I mean, it goes fast. These are your buddies who...
Seekonk Speedway.
Yeah.
Speedway has the best fans. They really pack that place. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's got to be 8
Really
or
loyal
so
fans.
thousand people sometimes.
Seekonk Speedway, there's the competition. The competition is fierce there.
I can tell by all the stickers that you guys are there a lot.
Yeah, it's
by everybody. I mean, everybody's got a Seekonk sticker on their truck
it's a
or
hard
car.
track. Hudson Speedway, New Hampshire is a really cool track. They love to race that too.
Probably a little cooler there today, though, right?
Yeah.
Now this
is amazing.
Dude, I love these emblems from this period. I had a 51 Ford. When you were out there earlier, I said, for some reason, I don't think it's the original 8BA flathead V8 in it.
No. I had that, and I took it out.
Oh, yeah. A little less horsepower. What were they, 80 horsepower, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, now those are cool. Man, it's like the Zeus fasteners are like hidden. Man, that is stealthy as hell right there. Wow, I didn't even see them.
I had a bunch of them that I made.
Out of a chain?
Yeah.
All right, so we have a conventional small block. What size is it?
It's board 40 over because it was mushroomed.
Like 357, is that what they would call it?
Yeah, but it has a Speedway Motors premium rotating assembly.
Okay.
So it's got good stuff inside.
How many passes have you made in your work truck today?
3 or 4. I don't know. I lost count.
The wheels, the truck is just sweet. Dude, I think you've raced everybody here like 14 times. And you drive it home, don't you?
Yeah. Hey, this is a daily drive. Who else has a daily drive out there?
I like the truck for obvious reasons. It's a little similar to mine down there. Go have fun, but I don't have to tell you that. That's a cool little ride. A lot of these cars, when you start looking more closely at them, there's been a lot done. Right as soon as he comes out of 4. Another second or two. 1, 2. He's got smoke in all the turns. Oh, getting a little wide there. Yep. Suddenly, it's a drift vehicle. He told me earlier, you gotta find the limitations. No, there goes again. I wonder if there's something on the track over there, if he maybe just uh-oh. Old dude trying to take it. Oh, he's gonna get him. To be fair, the one in the back is supercharged and the one in the front is a Silverado. And I know a Silverado can be fast, but I'm saying the Silverado is like, he drove it here and he's driving it home. It's his daily driver. And he's having a blast. Oh, there we go. This woman in this Z28's trying to pick up this man. Is he gonna? He don't even know you, does he?
Yeah, he does.
Oh. Yeah. How many passes have you made in this today? How many laps you think?
Oh, geez, yeah, you lose
50?
I think we just did what?
Oh, it's on the app, yeah.
Christine, so 66 laps. I'm a hog. I've done 84.
84, holy crap. That is an all-wheel drive swap turbo LS. What? Well, that's drawing to a close the day here at the Freedom Factory, but I wanted to give you guys kind of a shot of what's going on the other side here. Those are the big stands. As you can see, he's got some various, you guys will remember that one. That's the one that got flipped by LS George. That's a big crazy Fiero. But you'll see there's like a whole line of cars they've had over the years. The little drift car right there was something that he did for a while, Cleetus did. But above anything else, I wanted to show you this. This is when you come to the track, this is how you come in and you're welcomed Florida style. They redid everything up here, every square inch. There's kind of a company parking or maybe handicap parking right here. Even a charger over there for electric vehicles. I mean, he set this place up right. But when you arrive, you come right there, and that's where you walk into the Freedom Factory. I'm so impressed with the dream this guy has built and how he's brought us all along. I can't state that enough. See that right there? You'll notice this field right across. See the windsock? That's because he lands the Carbon Cub right there. And I think the Carbon Cub may actually be in this. I'm not going to go over there because I don't want him to think I'm up to something. But I just wanted to kind of give you an idea how everything is set up here. It's so cool. I really hope that this doesn't get messed up by some people who put houses too close to it. Because it's a fantastic adventure in capitalism for Cleetus and the whole crew. And I just can't imagine this not being here because it's become a huge part of this local economy. I'm hoping that the fence opens when you pull up to it. I'm thinking maybe it doesn't. Wonder what I'd do to make that gate open. Well, I may just stay here tonight.